week's tool is ability, and how everyone has ability, and I will show you how this discovery leads to success in life and business once I've demonstrated to you that this is a great tool for your brand. When one thinks of ability, images of superheroes and mutants and wizards and anime and gaming characters typically pop to mind. This is in part because in contemporary culture, which is inundated with supernormal stimuli and supernormal creatures with various abilities, we don't think of your everyday bloke to have abilities. In fact, we have completely lost sight of that, which is why so many escape into becoming these avatars in order to feel as if for the first time that their mirror neurons are being fired away, that they possess these qualities. But once the game, the show, the comic, the dress up, the film, and the fantasy are over, most are mired in depression and anxiety at how lackluster their lives have become and how humdrum their existence is and how frightfully inadequate they are. But nothing could be further from the truth. Today's guest is a musician, singer, songwriter, and teacher creating music and teaching people of all ages since 1983. Her goal in both her performances and teaching is to invite audiences and students to share a sense of creating community through singing and playing together. And you have probably seen her. Joanie Calem has played everywhere from your local libraries to the Columbus Symphony Orchestra. Her current passion is concert conversations and workshops for parents, teachers, librarians, community groups, and schools, sharing original songs as starting points for discussions on how to build welcoming communities that allow room for the increasing neurodiversity in our world. She is also an accomplished author of multiple children's books. When Ms. Calem isn't touring the city, playing music to help people recognize invisible disability and create more compassion, this folk musician, well, is still playing music every chance she gets. She's also married with 2 lovely children. Welcome, Ms. Calem.
Thank you.
So you foster inclusion with your teacher trainings on disability awareness at But First Do No Harm, and what you do is described in this way, and I quote, "While everyone theoretically knows what autism and other learning differences are, actually integrating students with different neurological wiring into general classrooms poses a challenge for any teacher. Instead of lecturing on this topic, I am singing and telling stories about creating inclusive communities and classrooms." So this kind of piggybacks on the previous question, just singing to these teachers, because that's what you're doing, right? And getting them involved in music, and this way create a different learning experience for them in regards to working with students with different abilities.
Oh, absolutely. Because again, like anyone else, I mean, a teacher's got a human brain.
Mm-hmm.
So for them, the same thing. If information is going in through a song, it touches a different place.
Mm-hmm.
I like to say, instead of using PowerPoints and statistics, although I do give a few statistics,
Okay.
but I don't usually use a PowerPoint except when I have to. But instead of using a PowerPoint and statistics, I'm presenting the picture of what neurological difference looks like in a classroom.
Mm-hmm.
And I've written some specific songs. I mentioned the social cues
Mm-hmm.
blues, but I have another song that's specifically about sensory processing.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of individuals who have, and I'll explain what sensory processing disorder is. You have a difficulty processing through one or more of your senses. So that's a lot of children.
Yeah.
And the 1 in 6 is considered children that have the disability to the degree that it gets in their way of their comfortable learning in a typical classroom. But they don't have the diagnosis of autism.
Yeah.
They often don't have any other diagnosis, and that's got to do with
parent stigma.
Well, or not even. I mean, first of all, I think a lot. Here's where I'm magnanimous.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
as a teacher, I knew about children before I had children.
Mm-hmm.
I had studied child development. I had years of experience in a classroom. I knew kids. So when my kids came along, my first kid was chugging along doing her thing, just like any other kid, and my second kid wasn't. So it didn't take me getting to a doctor to be aware of the fact that, okay, something's different here.
What are you gonna play for us today?
This is called You Have No Idea. This is specifically about sensory processing disorder. And these are messages that my son has given me over the years. He doesn't speak in rhyme, so I did arrange it into a song.
Okay.
I have many people come up to me afterwards and say, has he written other songs? I'm like, oh, no. But this is called You Have No Idea.
Okay.
Sometimes I just can't calm down. My skin is on fire, my brain's whirling round. Moving makes it better, but I know that bothers you. I need some help, I don't know what to do. I know it seems strange when I stare at the floor. If I look in your eyes, I can't hear anymore. In order to listen, I've gotta look away. Not all the time, but it's really bad today. Well, you have no idea what it's like to be me. No idea how hard it can be. No idea how I long to be free. You have no idea what it's like to be me. I know you get embarrassed when we're out and about. Noise and crowds scare me, but I don't mean to shout. I know you spent a lot on my nice new shirt. I can't put it on, it makes my body hurt. And you have no idea what it's like to be me. No idea how hard it can be. No idea how I long to be free. You have no idea what it's like to be me. I know you worked real hard to make this good food. The smell hurts my head, I don't mean to be rude. I don't mean to misbehave, I don't mean to get mad. I'm so sorry, I don't want you to be sad. Well, teacher says I'm spoiled. Grandpa says I just need rules. Grandma says in her time I wouldn't dare do what I do. But they don't understand what it's like inside of me. 'Cause bad behavior is all that they see. And they have no idea what it's like to be me. No idea how hard it can be. No idea how I long to be free. They have no idea what it's like to be me. And you have no idea what it's like to be me. No idea how hard it can be. No idea how I long to be free. You have no idea what it's like to be me.
That's great. I mean, that's great.